Indiscriminate dumping and lack of concern for the environment makes a challenging situation even more so. Case in point, the yearly street and flash flooding and riverine floods. Often a cleared watercourse could avert disaster, but officials say we, the citizens too, have to take responsibility for their actions and the environment.
And we talk too much about the problems of flooding and the problems of indiscriminate dumping, and we don't find solutions, and we need to find solutions and be part of those solutions. So there are a lot of little programs going on right now. I was encouraged recently that Holy Name Convent, they created a group 868 Save the Earth, and it's a lovely name as well. And the intention is to create that awareness.
This is the premise behind iCare: community, awareness, recycling, every day. iCare is a continuation of the Beverage Containers Cleanup Project, or the BCCP. The BCCP was aimed at removing indiscriminately disposed beverage containers from the environment and providing SWMCOL with the capacity to process recyclable PET bottles for export. In a bid to relaunch and ramp up support for the project, the media got an inside peek into the beverage container recycling process.
Although it's a beverage container recycling facility, we try not to turn away any recyclables. So we accept the recyclables, and once we have the quantities too, we bale them. Once they are baled, some of them are exported and some of them go across to the facility to be processed. When we export them, they go to the US. Most to the US. We've had shipments that have gone to Europe as well.
The sheer bulk of waste collected with only 12 schools and 5 communities in on the project so far is alarming.
We know that we have collected over 370,000 jumbo bags of recyclables. Right? What that will equate to would be determined as it passes through the processing at this facility.
And by the end of January, Tobago should be on board at least in 2 communities, and it's hoped that the project would have expanded further by year's end.
By the end of the year, we would like to have bins in all 700 schools, as well as at least 100 communities.
And if you thought beverage container recycling is an easy process, think again. After collection, there is debaling, manual sorting, grinding, washing and rinsing and drying before the final product. But before any of this can happen, you need to step up to ensure that the recyclables are collected.
Just get involved, just ask questions, see what is your closest iCare bin right now, and just start, becoming involved in that.
Right now, the challenge is when you put the bins out there, who is going to look after the bin? So we are working with communities that want to work with us. Because when we put the bins are expensive, and we do not want them to be destroyed. We do not want them to be misused. We have found a lot of foreign things in the bins that are not recyclable, and the people who put those things in the bins know that they are not recyclable, and we would like the population to desist from misusing the bins in this way.
As for corporate TNT, they too have a role to play.
Well, the bins range in price from about $5,000 to $7,000 depending on its size. And this is where we would like corporate Trinidad to also partner with us. We can do some joint branding. The private sector could also adopt communities, and we could help them establish recycling programs in the communities.
He says the major cost in the operation, though, is transportation. Stacey Ann Providence, C News.